Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the shed. I am Lonnie. I didn't know you were right up on me like that.
Hey, I'm Candace. Welcome back. We're in here on a Sunday morning, and we had a wonderful garage sale day yesterday picking. We found some really cool things. So we're going to show you that stuff, and then I think we're going to follow up with some questions.
Yeah, we've had some good questions lately.
Yeah.
And yeah, we had a really good we had a really good sourcing day last Saturday?
I think so, yeah.
And I'm not sure, but I think we may have matched it.
Yeah.
Or come close.
It's interesting. Oh, I had an awesome Facebook Marketplace.
Oh yeah, you did.
We're going to show you that too. It's interesting. Like I think the rest of the country, like their garage sale season is winding down, but because we had such a hot, miserable summer, ours has kind of had a little uptick. It's picked up.
Yes, it has.
So, yeah.
Y'all gotta keep in mind we had I think over 2 months where
no rain.
And the temperature was minimum 100 degrees every day. Every single day. It was like
there's never been a heat wave like that.
We were so miserable, y'all. I don't know if it came through or not, but we were miserable.
And the garage sales were slim pickings because nobody wanted to sit out there all day in that heat.
Let me go sit outside all day and be miserable and make $100 by selling this stuff. Nah, I'll wait a little while.
So it was very discouraging for us, but now we're like, it's picked up. So let's show you the great stuff we found. Okay, so some of the stuff we kind of did bundle deals, so there's no individual price. So
this is not one of them though. Yeah. Although I did want to talk about. So we got both of these items at one sale, and this thing is used in the floral industry, and Candace didn't even know what it was up till today. I had a clue that it was some kind of used in floral stuff.
I don't think the box tells you anything about that.
I kind of got it though, just from looking.
Here we go. Creative displays using silk and dried flowers. If I would have seen that, then I would have been okay. Just looking at this, I had no idea. I thought it had something to do with like fruit or cherry pinning or something like that. I didn't know.
Okay, well, I looked at the box and I knew. I just figured it out just from the context of stemming machine. I looked at it. I'm like, all right, that's kind of commercial looking. I figured out it was floral industry stuff. And I also, plus it says floral right by the price tag.
I didn't see that. This was all Lonnie's thing.
Yeah, this was bought originally at Hobby Lobby, and it's super heavy duty. You could tell by looking at it and feeling it that it was expensive. So it's a Steel Pix Model 35G stemming machine, and I guess those wrap around all the stems.
Yeah, so basically, I'll show y'all. So these get pushed forward, and then you lay your flowers on there, and then it wraps these around it, and then you have a pick for your floral arrangements.
Right, and the way these load in to this machine, that's a heavy little weight thing.
Yeah.
And then you drop them. Yeah, Candace will show you.
Yeah, they just drop in right there like that.
And they stack. You see, there's a big stack of them there. You put your weight on top.
Am I doing it right? Yeah.
And then you put your flower stuff here.
Not yet. Well, you have to push it forward first.
Oh, right.
You push your little pick forward, and you can see it pushed it out. And then you lay your stems on top, your stems of your flowers. Good. And then you push this down, and you're going to see it crimps those little tabs over your flowers. And then you pull out your arrangement, and the pick comes out with it. And there you go. You can see it's ready to pick.
And then you do it again.
Yeah.
Bop. Put your thing down.
Yep. Pretty easy, heavy duty little machine. There's not much that can go wrong with it. So we were confident buying it just because of the mechanics of it and how heavy duty it was.
And I will put a 30-second video just showing the operation of it. Probably a minute video.
Yeah.
And we should be able to get about $110 for it. She wanted $30 for it, and I offered $20, and she was like extremely resistant to it. Like, oh nope. And she just kind of, I could tell she was like, she shut down. And so I'm like, all right, I'll just pay the $30. Like, it was worth it to me to go ahead and pay the $30. But then, not too far from there, I saw this phone, and it's an 80s look to it or whatever. She had $20 on the phone. And I started looking at it. I'm like, okay, why does she think that's worth $20? And I saw Bang & Olufsen right here. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, okay, they make super high-end audio stuff. I flipped it over and saw Made in Denmark, 1986, Bang & Olufsen. And then I started looking. The phone's worth about $100. And I asked her if she would take 10 for this. And that was before I picked this back up. And she said yes. So, you know, I saw this as a pain point for her. This was not. Still saved a few dollars, and everybody was happy. And we got some really good finds. So we got like, I think we're going to probably sell these two things for a total of $210. And we paid $40 for the pair.
Yep.
So, yeah, I was happy with that deal.
Okay, this next sale, we bundled all this together. So there are prices on stuff, but you're going to just ignore those because we made a deal for it. We brought everything up there and made a deal. So all the stuff we're about to show you, we paid $35 for.
Right.
This is one of those little vintage plushy babies with the plastic face. It's the paint is still so good on it, and it's so clean. There is no tag maker on it, and I kind of did a quick search, and the only ones I found were like sitting upright babies. I didn't see any laying down. However, that was just a quick search, so I have no information on this. Same thing with this guy. The back of his neck is stamped 1970 Dakin, D-A-K-I-N. I think that's how you say it. It looks like he's one of the Dream dolls. They made the Shoney's boy. And then also some football players, they would have a little football in their hand right here. But I don't know if this Mickey Mouse clothing was added or if this was just a special one they did. Couldn't find anything like this either.
I would think it came like that because it's a very specific size.
Yeah, I mean, it fits in perfect. It's actually an all-in-one. It's not two pieces.
Oh,
yeah.
It's definitely came like that. Then.
Yeah, so, and I just did a Worth Point search. Couldn't find any with the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse clothing on it either. So we'll see with that. All right, if you remember, we bought some cards last weekend. They're not as good as they used to be. However, we went ahead and picked these up because they are Marathon.
Marathon oil, and both decks are still sealed.
They're still sealed, yeah.
And they're cellophane.
Yes. So, got those. Now, this is a Dell, is that a power supply?
Yeah, it's a little power supply. I did look it up real quick. They sell for about $20.
Okay.
15 to 20. Some of them had free ship, some of them didn't. I figured it would be something I could throw in that they wouldn't value hardly at all, that would that kind of bring the way I look at stuff like that, it brings the buy price of everything else down, because if I could sell that for $15, where now we only paid $20 for the rest of it.
And that's the reason I picked this next thing up too. This is like a little checker set for the beach, but it's Disney's Castaway Key, which is that's their private island. So that's why I grabbed that, just to throw in with our bundle.
Okay, I didn't realize that was Disney branded. Yeah,
the Disney Cruise Line stuff, especially if it's new, I always like to kind of pick it up if I can get it really cheap.
That's their private island, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. And this next thing was the whole reason for this buy. This is one of the coolest items that I feel like we've ever found, at least that for me. This is a nurse's cape, a wool nurse's cape from the 40s, 50s, somewhere up in there. It's so clean. Look at it. It's got all the buttons. Here's another one to close it up inside. It's got a little hook and eye up here that's still intact. And we saw these initials and we were like, is that like someone in their spouse's initials? What's going on with that? That's actually the hospital where they worked at. She said it was a hospital in Pennsylvania. It was her mother's. In Pennsylvania called Butler. So I think it's Butler Community Memorial Hospital. Yes. Yeah. I kind of Googled that and got some history on that. And man, I just love this thing. It has such a cool look.
Believe it or not, y'all, I actually found this.
Yes, Lonnie was digging through the closet and he found it. And I did see some comps of this brand for well over $100.
Tailored by Brooks Nurses Outfitting Company Incorporated.
Yeah.
It's so cool.
Yeah.
Look at it.
It looks almost brand new. It's beautiful. So yeah, that was my favorite find of the day. I think Lonnie's too, probably. or at least cool factor, you know.
Yeah, yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that thing is cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, we have some more stuff to show you. Let's get this bench cleared.
Yeah, and the way I found that was I was just flipping through the closet real quick, and I was just looking for vintage, and I was looking mostly for made in USA, and I came across that. I'm like, hang on, what is this thing? And then I showed it to Candace, and she decided to get it.
Yeah.
So I guess you could kind of say we paid about probably
25,
maybe $15, 20, 25, somewhere like that. And I think
she didn't have a price on it. That's why we brought it up there with all our stuff and offered, you know.
Right.
So
yeah, we offered 30, and she came back with 35. We paid it.
And she didn't seem very happy about that either. Okay, our next round is just from different sales. These two things came from the same sale. I picked him up because he is Goble, and he looks like he has some age to him.
And what is that? Cocker Spaniel?
Cocker Spaniel, yeah.
So, I mean, and...
dog stuff usually does pretty good.
Right, exactly.
And then I saw this for $2. Now, it does have something all over it. I'm going to see if I can get it cleaned. I found this brand. It's a German company, and this is vintage. And this is like little salt and pepper. It would be in there, and they'd pinch out what they need.
Oh.
Like have it on the table or whatever.
Yeah, if y'all see, we don't... I think something... You see the super brown parts there?
Yeah, I think I could feel it something on there, so I'm going to try to get it cleaned off. I figured it was worth for $2 to pick it up and try to clean it. This little... we got also this Red Man belt buckle for $1. We always do well with, you know, belt buckles. They generally sell, you know, and sometimes pretty quick. Now this little bag has, it has a bunch of Hooters swag in it. You can see there's like pins and all kind of different stuff. It's a little bag of Hooters swag. And then also some golf stuff from different golf tournaments and clubs and stuff like that. Probably just do one lot of these. They're the little tags. I think they would hang them. You hang them on your golf bag is what I'm assuming is done with them.
They're pretty nice.
Yeah. So $2 for this whole bag of stuff here.
Spyglass Hill. Yeah, those are cool. Pebble Beach, Spyglass Hill. Yeah, these are neat. Las Sendas, Mesa, Arizona. Palmilla. CHS Golf Classic. That might be a Catholic high school.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are cool.
Just a little bundle we can put together.
Yeah.
This I paid 50 cents for. It's Jack Skellington. I just got it because it was 50 cents and it's Disney, you know. It's not Disney Parks, but it is Disney. Same sale. These are Toy Factory Munsters plush. I paid 50 cents each for them. And I think they're worth about 20 each.
Really, that much?
Yeah.
You saw his, he got some wear on his shoes, huh?
Yeah, the little vinyls.
Yeah.
I've had stuff like that before, and I just went ahead and took the rest of it off and just disposed.
I hate that stuff.
Yeah.
So much.
I just want to, I go ahead and clean it off, get it off of there.
Ugh, so nasty.
That's that cheap vinyl from Heat, you know. Paid $1 for this Joker Lego clock.
Looks like it's working, but
it looks like it needs new batteries.
It needs new batteries.
Yeah.
I think I might have sold this exact one before.
This is something we've never seen. Neither one of us have ever seen this before. A Fitbit Zip.
No, and both of the factory seals are intact, so we can sell this as new.
Yeah.
And Candace spotted it for $5, and I did look it up. And, you know, it looks like a $60, $70 thing. Some people have gotten, that one has
a double,
2.
Yeah.
Some people have gotten more. Some people, see, they got like $90.
Now, ours is an interesting color. It's like a raspberry pink. That's our color
That's
right
it
there.
right there.
Yeah.
Somebody got 70 for it. They call it magenta.
Magenta, yeah.
So, yeah, that was a nice little score for $5.
Yep. These we paid $2 for. They're candlestick holders, but it says they're copper plate over Nambe alloy. I have no idea what that is. I just thought they had a real nice look to them.
No, they're cool.
Yeah.
They're not new. They look like they're probably being used a little bit.
Yeah.
But we do have all the paperwork in the box for it.
There's not been any candles burned in it. Maybe they just had some sitting in there. So
We only paid $2
$2 for those, yeah.
found these. Well, actually, I think you might have spotted these. These ping irons, only 6 of them. The condition is not awesome. I do need to clean them up. And then they have like this rubber thing here on the back of them.
Some of them it's kind of breaking down. And,
right.
Yeah.
And we don't have all of them either. So, I mean, this isn't like an awesome buy, but it's still pretty solid, I think. What are these? What are they called? Ping G2EZ. And they have, the shafts on these things are super light.
Yeah, and they're in pretty good shape.
You tell how, aren't these like way lighter than normal?
Yeah, yep.
They have, let's see, for those of y'all that know golf clubs, TFC 100 tip flex control, soft regular. They feel different. But we don't have them. I don't have a whole set of irons here. Like we have a 4, a 5, a 7. Is that a 6 or a 7? Let's see. That is a 9. Okay. That's what I ask. 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, and a pitching wedge. And paid $10 for those. Yeah, I think I'll make a little money on them. Then this is, we went to a sale. We go to this sale a good bit. And before we left, they actually watched a channel. And before we left, she said, hey, look, check these books out. These are FEMA policy books.
Yeah.
And she said sometimes some of these are worth a good bit of money. And I looked on eBay, and sure enough, some of these do sell for good money. I just don't know which ones.
We have various years here.
She offered them to us so cheap, and then finally she's like, look, I'll just give them to you. I'm like, no, I don't want you to give them to me.
Yeah.
So she's very nice lady. And we ended up paying they probably ended up being like $5 for all of them or something like that.
Yeah.
So stay tuned, because I haven't like researched these enough to know if we have any winners here or not,
or if it's going to be one bundle, or what's going to happen with
right.
it. Yeah.
But we have a bunch of FEMA policy books. This is a family Bible I found.
Yeah, at a family estate sale.
It's a nice one. The family Bibles usually aren't worth a ton of money.
This one is very clean. All the gilding looks good. Yeah.
The pages aren't. The reason I got it, when I opened it up, it was so clean. And I'm like, oh my gosh, look how vivid the colors are.
Yeah.
And look.
It's nice.
It is. It's a really nice one.
Yeah.
Man, look how the colors just pop.
Yeah, it looks like it really wasn't read much, if at all. Yeah.
So, I don't know what, I haven't looked it up or anything like that. That's probably like a $30 thing or something.
Paid $1.
That we paid $1 for.
Yep.
Okay, this next buy, we went to a garage sale, and all of these shoes belong to an LSU player, for LSU football player.
A current player.
A current player. I'm not going to say who it is.
Yeah. But
we got to talk to his mother and stuff. It was cool. I enjoyed it. I had fun at that sale.
Except for this pair, of course.
Yeah. These shoes were like super cheap. We usually don't mess with Nikes.
Yeah.
And I don't think these are all like big time money, but like these shoes right here, these Tuned Air, these sell for like $150 plus new.
Yeah.
Now we do, like most of these shoes, we do have some type of, these aren't bad. Most of them have
a little wear.
Some type of wear. These are pretty clean.
These have, like a little scuff there. Just
right. Those aren't perfect.
And then this is the worst of the bunch.
We might be able to clean those up a little bit.
Yeah, we'll see. So we paid $14 for everything, all the shoes.
Yeah, $14 for one, two, three,
they're
four,
big
five.
sizes too. They're size 13, and then these are just some little Vans I grabbed. Because they had a cool look to them.
Yeah, and then I'm not going to say who the player is, but now we get to watch their career.
Yeah.
And then we sold his shoes.
We had his shoes.
We sold his used shoes for $23 on eBay a couple years ago.
We should, so can we come back and get them autographed and put them aside in case?
Yeah, I was joking with her. She had her, this lady had her LSU gear on, and the game was actually on early.
She was listening to it.
It was an early, she had the game going. I saw this, some kind of passing academy big bag at the sale, and I was like, okay, I bet she's got a son that's playing college football.
Yeah.
And sure enough,
Yeah.
she screamed about an interception or something that happened during the game, and then she started telling us about her son. So.
Yeah, so we're very leery about buying Nike shoes, but just because of the situation, we felt good about it.
Yeah.
You know? So,
Yeah, and they're used. So
yeah.
I don't think we have anything like big. And some of these I might look at for myself. We'll see.
I know, like I like those for you.
Yeah. All right, check this next one out, y'all. I think we might have something pretty decent here, especially for the money we had to pay. I found these are all like Steam Train DVDs, and most of them are about like just one model. Some of them are for like, this is from Steam Expo 1986.
Or a route.
But
Yeah,
but then some of them are for like individual trains,
Yeah.
individual engines.
Here's the Pensy Steam.
Yeah. And I know that there are some train people out there that are into this kind of stuff big time and would probably love.
And just some really specialized stuff. This is from a convention in 1991.
Yeah.
Convention highlights.
Sacramento Steam 99. The best of 1988. So I searched like one of them. I found it on Worth Point. They had sold it for like $28. So I'm going to have to make a decision on these to lot, which I lean towards.
Yeah.
Or sell individually, which I'm probably going to steer clear of. I might make some smaller lots and not try and sell all of them, because I feel like if I tried to sell all of them, my piece price I would go down too much.
You have a lot of, not a lot, but
like conventions.
Like the convention, maybe do one lot of those, and then yeah.
He had them priced at 25 cents a piece, and I didn't even count them or anything. I asked him how much, and he said he would take $5 for all of them.
Yep.
So I'm pretty excited about this. I like anytime I can find like a lot of super specialized, niched up things like this. I like that.
Yep. We got some brass. This is from the same sale where the train DVDs came from.
Yeah.
These are they're modern, but they are made in Italy, and they're brass mail slots, and they're all new.
They're so cool looking, I think.
We have 7 of them.
Oh, I think we paid 20. Yeah, we paid 20 for all of them.
Yeah, they had a mark for 5, and Lonnie offered 20, and he took it.
Yeah, so made in Italy, but they do have like a
barcode,
a modern looking barcode from Hacharma's Antique Brass.
Mm-hmm. But if someone's got like an older home and maybe their mail slot thing needs to be replaced,
they have a great look, I think.
Yeah, they're very pretty. These they're either door knockers or towel rings. I'm leaning towards door knockers just because of how heavy duty they are, and they're kind of small for a towel ring, I think. So yeah, we're not sure. They are solid brass though. So 5 each for those.
Yep, we paid the 5.
Lonnie wanted this little whale for some reason.
Oh, we didn't get this at that sale though. We got this at the sale where we got the FEMA books.
Ah, okay. Yeah, that's right. Yep.
But look how cool this little whale is. How do you not pick him up?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Little
look at
brass
him.
whale.
I like him.
We always do well with little brass tchotchkes.
Yeah, as long as they're not ashtrays.
I love this piece, which probably was an ashtray, or I don't know, maybe a trinket holder. It's an oyster shell, and it's got a beautiful patina in it.
Yeah, that is cool. $3
for that. And this, I don't know if it's pewter or what. I haven't really looked at it. It's just it's a candlestick holder, but it's a bird nest up here. I thought that was cool, and it's pretty intricate. Some cats on it. $2 for that, and then $4 for this brass eagle.
That guy is kind of cool.
I'll say an eagle. That kind of looks like a falcon, huh?
I don't know.
No, I think it's an eagle.
Let me see it.
I think it's an eagle.
Any kind of markings? No, just Taiwan.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a cool little piece there. We like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all know we've been dabbling with brass, but I think the best part of this is probably these mail slots.
Yeah.
Since we have so many of them too.
Yep.
All right, so this next thing is one of my little Candace didn't even know what was going on by us.
Yeah, we walked back. We were walking back to get in the truck, and I got in, and I see him standing by the truck looking on his phone. I'm like, oh, what's he looking at?
I didn't even talk to you about it.
No.
But I saw him on the table, and I was like, all right, I can't leave here without looking these things up.
Yeah.
And I looked them up, and I walked back. I don't even think I even told you then, did I?
No.
I said, I'll be right back or something.
No. I saw you going back, so I got out because I had the money.
Here's the way our deals go down. Like if I make a deal at a garage sale, it's weird because like I make the deal and then I just start like gathering the things and then Candace pays. That's how, because Candace always has the money.
Yeah.
But what these are, y'all, these are like commercial type, I think.
Yeah.
Door closer hardware. Yeah. And it's new old stock, like this little baggie of hardware, and like it has like an Allen wrench. It's all sealed in this bag. You could tell this stuff is all brand new. This arm, these are door closers.
By the brand is Norton.
Norton door closers.
Yeah.
And they had 16 of these
piled up on the table.
Piled on the table, new old stock door closers, and I was like, man, I gotta look this up before we go because it looked kind of pricey. Mm-hmm. And I have model 17. Maybe I might have different models. No, that's the same too. 1703 BC-Cov, whatever that is. So I didn't find that exact model on my initial search, but you can see these are sold just for Norton door closers. And like they got 85.
Like 65 just for that body.
That's different though.
That's not just that part right there.
Oh yeah, you're right. That is.
Yeah.
It's kind of hydraulic thing. But y'all can see, look at this one, how expensive.
Yeah, different models are different prices. So that kind of looks like ours right there.
But like this is kind of like what we have here, just different colors and things like that. Look, 1601 door closer. See, that's the same box we have and everything. Now
I don't know why like this one would be $200. What's the difference? You know?
Right. It's going to take a little bit of searching, but it sure looks like to me like
no brainer.
We can probably expect to get. We paid.
There's 16 of them.
They wanted $10 a whack for them, and ended up paying. And then I was like, well, what if I bought them all? She came with 100. I was wanting to pay $5 a piece. I said, oh no. Here's what happened. It was a weird negotiation. They had them priced at $10 a piece, which would have been a good deal. Mm-hmm. But I said, hey, if I bought all of those door closers, would you take $5 a piece? And I'd already counted them. I knew there were 16.
Yeah.
And she's like, And she goes, I'll tell you what, I'll sell them all to you for 100 a piece.
No, 100 for all.
I mean, no, not 100 a piece. That would be insulting. No, it was 100 for all of them. And I'm like, okay, let me go back and get my $5 a piece. So then I said, oh, okay, would you take 80 for all of them? And she thought, she's like, okay, I'll do 80.
Yeah.
So I still got my $5.
Yeah, just a different tactic.
Just a different route to get there.
Yeah.
But so paid 80 for all of them,
and we expect to get about that for one.
And maybe we get 80 a piece.
Yeah.
That could be big score of the day.
And it's one listing. If they're all the same model.
I think they are.
Yeah.
I think that honestly it didn't go through and inspect each and every one of them. But yeah, I think they're all going to end up looking like this with all their parts and their hardware and paperwork and everything. So funny enough, our big score of the day might be door closers.
Yeah, nothing like too sexy.
you know how we get every day we go out. Hey, is there anything you're looking for in particular? Got any door closers?
I need some door closers. I need about 15, 16 of them. You got that for me? This next thing we're going to show you is not garage sale. I found it on Marketplace. It's a book bundle. He had them like stacked up, and all he showed were the spines, and I saw this, and I'm like, that looks interesting. So I looked it up on eBay real quick, not real good. And sure enough, this is a good book. So he was asking $25 for the whole bundle, which
how is that not already sold?
Right. I messaged him right away after I comped this. I didn't even bother comp anything else because, I mean, you're going to see why.
It would have been worth buying even without that in there.
Yeah. So I messaged him and I said $25 for all of them. If so, sold. I want them. And he messaged back, yeah, they're available. So done.
We did, like, the price was super cheap. We did have to drive 30 minutes there and 30 minutes back. So there was an hour of, but that was cool. I mean, we were chilling, driving. You know?
Yeah, we're going to kind of go through them and show you some of the comps. So go ahead and show them this Wonderland omnibus.
Okay, and you know what? I wasn't part of like finding this deal. It had some kind of picture in there too.
It looks like he must have been an artist. There's a hand drawn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'd actually gotten a big load of comics probably 4 years ago from Guy, and I had a bunch of like more adult type comics. A
lot of Japanese stuff. And
not a lot of Japanese, but a bunch of cave woman comics.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And I had a pretty good many Wonderland comics, which are, you know, like they make them all sexy or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But the Wonderland comics I had were like limited run, convention exclusive, signed, and things like that. Got like big money for that stuff. Like they were like $40, $50, $80 comic books. So as soon as I spotted that, because I didn't even know which one Candace was going after when she bought this stuff, but whenever I dropped it off in here, I saw that. I'm like, oh, Wonderland. And I'm like,
yeah, because even when we got to the deal, he didn't even get out the truck. I dropped the tailgate, put an IKEA bag on there, and we loaded them in the bag, and then we came home. Like,
yeah,
the guy helped me.
I was just standing overwatch.
So Lonnie had no idea what I was bringing home and how much it was, because the picture did not show. It didn't look like this much.
Yeah.
So yeah, the Wonderland omnibus. We got some comps pulled up here.
Yeah, that thing. You can see it's worth at least $100. Our condition isn't awesome.
No, it's not.
But it's not bad either.
Not horrible. Like the binding's still intact. Just has a little wear.
Yeah.
You know.
No,
but it's not bad. It's not horrible.
Mm-mm. It's $100 plus though.
Yes.
That's gonna be over $100.
Yep. Okay, so we have these this Last Man. Now we don't have a full sequential set. We're missing like 2 and 6, I think. Mm-hmm. But we do have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of them. So.
Yeah. And we have some other stuff. We have.
We have this Ghost in the Shell.
Yeah, and we're not exactly sure what that is. We're not exactly sure what that's worth, because I see this where it's $85, but then if I scroll up a little bit, I also see where somebody sold the same.
But it's a different cover.
Is it different?
Yeah.
Oh, that is different.
Yeah.
Okay, well the one that sold. Okay, but the one that sold for $85,
That's ours, yeah.
That looks pretty much like ours, except ours. What is that? Is that a sticker in the bottom right hand corner?
And then we saw another printing, so it might. Yeah. Parental advisory is a sticker.
Ours just says mature content where that is.
Yeah.
And I glanced in there. It's not anything like super nasty or dirty or anything. It does have some nudity though.
Yeah. We have 3 of these Hack Slash. We have volume 3, 4, and 5. These omnibus Hack Slash.
Yeah, I pulled up a comp I just looked up Hack Slash omnibus. Those are going to be pretty good. I think for the 3, probably get somewhere around $50 or something like that. $40. I don't know. Maybe not quite that much. And prices on this kind of stuff are all over the place.
I have a couple of X-Files books. Let's see. These are Revival books. Did you find those?
I didn't look for them yet.
Yeah.
I got done.
100 Bullets, couple of those. And then we have like some comic stuff. Flash, Winter Soldier, Marvel Encyclopedia.
That's a big coffee table type book. That's probably not worth much.
This is some more here.
Graphic
this is like
novel.
a Deadpool. Deadpool, Nightwing, Flashpoint. This one looks interesting. I like the graphics of this. It's a DC comic. And then some Robin and Batman Detective. And then also he threw in some comics that I don't think were in the picture. Some Star Wars. And then we have Batman Nightfall and Batman Hush.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, that was a heck of a buy for... Hell, you would have paid $25 just for that one book over
Probably
there.
so, yeah. So, yeah, I mean, I have no idea what value we have here. I just know I had to buy it.
And we're already going to be dealing with a lot of other comic stuff.
Mm-hmm. So this will fit right in.
So this will fit right in with that inventory. It's perfect.
Yep.
Okay, Candace thought we would end this video by answering a question that she liked.
Okay, so this question is from Robert's Coin. If you could make loads of money off the wallet-size items, like the ones hanging up in our pockets over there.
Like this stuff here.
Yeah. Would you get rid of everything and just have a shed full of small items, or would you carry on as normal? So I think what he's asking, like, if we could probably make the same money, but just like little bitty items like that, would we do it? Or would we continue to pick up just cool things we think are cool? You know, like not be picky as far as size goes.
I've always thought about that. As a matter of fact, every time we sell like anything out of these pockets, or like, man, it's kind of messy in here right now. It's always messy in here. What am I saying? Or like, we've been selling through these Walmart pens, you know, the $10 to $15 a whack, but look at the little trivial amount of space they take up.
Compared to the big nutcracker.
Compared to, this is only like 3, 6. This might be 20 items, and it takes up one whole big shelf.
Right.
You know, yeah. If we had just like, I think the perfect eBay business would be if you had nothing but super small stuff like that, maybe across a bunch of different niches. With consistent sales.
And yeah, and decent money. I mean, even if, you know,
$10, $15, $20. Yeah. Because here's the thing. With this stuff, not only is it cheap to source, it takes up very little space. Mm-hmm. Whenever you go to pack it, it's like the fastest packing you can imagine. It's usually going to go in either a bubble mailer, or it's going to go in like a real small box. But either way, it's going to take less than 60 seconds to pack it. Yeah, of course, that would be the.
You know, but we have fun finding our other stuff though. So I mean, would you actually, when you're outsourcing, if you found, I can't even think of something to name offhand, a nurse's wool jacket,
right?
Would you be able to pass that up?
I don't know.
It's an interesting question.
It is.
We've always said we would love to have a shed full of Walmart pens, but
not really Walmart pens though, because there's a limit to how many.
But I mean, like, he's pulled a little Digimon that's over $30. He jokingly he'll say, "I'd love a shed full of just these."
Right, and it's true.
But I mean, could we really, the way we like to find things, could we really do that? And I don't think I could.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
The variety is, yeah. But I'm just meaning, like, from a business perspective, it might not be as fun. But like I know some people just sell Legos, like they have millions, literally millions of Legos and all these storage systems, and they're not making a ton of money per piece.
But you know what else?
What?
That makes their sourcing so much easier.
Right.
You're only, like, when you're going Marketplace, you're only looking for Legos. When you go to garage sale or whatever, if they don't have Legos, you're out of there.
Yeah, but I don't know. But here's the thing: if you only sold Lego, how do you go to garage sales and walk by other valuable stuff?
Exactly.
I don't know how you do that.
That's the big question.
Because the hard part about garage sales is getting your butt up in the morning and using the gas and the time to get there. Now, once you're there, I would find it hard not to buy everything.
It's also easy to answer that question. You looking for anything in particular? Yep. You got any Legos?
Right.
No, I don't. All right. See you later.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I couldn't do it because I have too much fun finding things. And
yeah, but it does raise a point though, because like that is one of the major considerations whenever we're buying something. It's like, okay, can we get it cheap? And how fast is this thing going to sell? And how big is it? Is it like a huge consideration, because the bigger it is, the more money it needs to make for it to make sense for us to store it.
Right.
And so the smaller something is, then the less money it takes for that to be, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would do that. And actually you can see us do that when we have opportunities to do that. Comic books, they're a little bulky whenever you start dealing with like a lot of them. But like cards, we like messing with that. Or if you look, some of these may not be the best examples because they're not fast sellers. But the small tchotchke stuff, okay, like spark plugs, I think that's a smaller item that we just...
If you could do only spark plugs, I would do that.
Yeah, right. Well, you see, it's
I would go crazy, but yeah, it wouldn't be as fun. Let's put it that way. Our job would not be as fun.
No, but it would be profitable and
easier
and easy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, if we had a consistent source of small things, I noticed your name said Robert's Coin. Coins would definitely fit that bill, but the coins are good because they can actually be really valuable.
And they can increase in value.
However, what I'm not good at is finding a bunch of coins for cheap. Yeah. Like most people, like that's one that, like, I'm not saying you can't get deals on coins, because obviously you probably can, but most people, when it comes to like precious metals and coins and things like that, they get it. Like, you don't have to be a reseller to know that a coin has value, because that's the whole purpose of a coin,
right? Is
to have value.
Yep.
You know, and then once you have silver and gold and stuff, well, yeah. But yeah, I would like that's one thing. Like with Candace, the past year, she has gone hard at dolls and doll accessories, and we have made a bunch of money because of it. So, will we get rid of everything? No, but we do focus on those smaller things that we can make money on when we can, when we have the opportunity. We definitely, like, we're much more willing to take a shot at small stuff than big stuff.
But an all or nothing type thing, I don't think we could do it.
No, I don't think so. I don't think so either.
Yeah.
Like, there's too much larger stuff that we pick up. Because, like, yeah, I wouldn't want to pass by these door closers.
Right. Yeah.
For instance,
I don't think we'd have the willpower.
We could have passed on the nutcrackers. The nutcrackers are making good money on, but I think we could have passed on them.
Yeah.
Because we paid $6,000 to make. We're probably going to make about, after all said and done, after you take, like, once we sell them all, and you take all the fees out and everything, we're probably going to net profit about $12,000 on them.
Yeah.
And they have it, they don't check all the boxes. We had to spend a lot of money.
A lot of time.
We had to spend a lot of time.
Packing is not easy.
Packing is not fun.
They take up a lot of space.
Take up a lot of space.
They have a lot of negatives.
They have a ton of negatives.
It was a risky thing, I think.
It was.
Yeah.
It was. So, yeah. I mean, I'm not saying I wouldn't do it again, because I probably would.
Yeah.
Probably. But I probably would have tried to get them a little cheaper.
Yeah.
That's the only thing to where we were making like $15,000 on or something. So, yeah, good question. If we could, and I'm always like looking at the people that have stores that are niched up, like with coins or
patches,
cards, patches, postcards.
Yeah, but jealous.
To a point, because the thing is, you have to have, if you're going to deal with that kind of stuff, you have to have an insane amount of it, because most of that kind of stuff sells pretty slow. You know, so that's the drawback to that
huge
stuff.
Inventory. Yeah.
I mean, we're expecting, I've talked about all the bad stuff about nutcrackers. We're expecting those to mostly be gone within 2 months.
Yeah.
And I can't say the same thing for everything in those pockets or all the smalls we have in these drawers.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
We would if we could. So I am curious, of those of y'all that are still watching this video, are any of you like super niched into
small stuff?
Just smalls, or like, and just sell like one kind of item? Yeah, I think that would be...
It's very interesting. I'd love to hear that too.
It would be best suited, I think, like that kind of thing for someone that was like part-time or retired, and it was just like
they don't have like a dedicated shed or workspace, maybe just a room in their house.
spare room, and then like all they wanted to deal with was smalls.
Yeah, I
could see that.
Yeah.
And then maybe they wanted to make an extra couple of grand a month. They didn't have to, you know, because once you're at the point where you're like, all right, I want to make 10,000, I want to make 15, I want to make 20,000 a month. I think that becomes very difficult with that kind of stuff. I do. You got to have the heavy hitters, I think, that are going to be larger than that stuff.
One thing you could do it with is jewelry, I think, if you really knew what to look for.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a good question. It's interesting. We'd love to hear your take on that. And I think that's going to be it for this video, huh?
Yeah. Thanks a bunch for watching, and we will see y'all again very soon. Bye, y'all.
Bye.